The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 57 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns' drive about to get started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Willie Gay. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Chiefs had 12-3 now on the year, and they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Watson. Buying time to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a give up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 95 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Chubb will try the middle here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Watson off play action. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
when they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On first down, it's Watson.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first and 10, Watson.
Have the hook up to Schwartz.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for KC. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and close.